Welcome to week 3, CIS 125E. This week we're going to move on to chapter or module 4. Here are the learning objectives. For the most part, it is all about charting. They do throw in the payment function at the very beginning, so you're going to want to make sure you understand how to use that. In my tutorials folder, I created 3 different videos. The first one is fairly quick, 13 minutes, just talking about the different types of charts. That's actually one of the harder parts, is deciding what chart would best show the data in a graphical form. And there's a lot of different types of charts. And so I do a real quick overview of all those different types. And then the 2 parts here, part 1 and part 2, I'm basically just going through the book where they create several different kinds of charts, and I demonstrate that. And because they're getting long, I broke them up into 2 basically 20-25 minute videos. And so you're going to want to watch that also. The thing with charting is there are so many options for formatting a chart. And if I were to demonstrate every single option, the video could be 3 or 4 hours long. And so basically you want to learn the kind of where all the options are, and so that you become familiar. There is a pattern that you start to recognize and go, okay, I recognize this pattern. If I want to format this particular thing, I kind of have a hunch where it's at. And I talk about that in these videos. This last little bit, I think it's interesting reading. Of course, I love this stuff. And so it's basically, charting is a science. I mean, how you graphically represent data is not trivial. There's people who make careers out of that. And then there's people who have really strong opinions on what are good charts and what are bad charts. And so basically that's what these 3 websites talk about. This website kind of goes into some real quick Excel do's and don'ts. And you'll see in here, typically people hate the pie chart, even though I show you how to use it. This guy also shows the population pyramid. And it's kind of interesting. He redoes this thing called the population pyramid in like 3 or 4 different kinds of charts. And it's interesting to see how it emphasizes kind of different points to the data. And then here's a long article talking about the death of the pie chart, and it literally takes a look at the history of it. So kind of interesting material. Once you get through the tutorials, though, you'll want to move on to the assignments. Basically, you have a SAM exam and a SAM project. And remember, you don't submit anything in Blackboard. I still got a couple people trying to submit something right here. These are done in the SAM website. And then finally you have a capstone project. It kind of does chapters 1 through 4, and there is a solution video for this, so it's a 10-point project. And then module 4 at the end of your book, case 3, here's the workbook. I think that's the starting page number. This workbook has a solution picture, but it doesn't have a solution video, so this is another 40-point assignment. So every once in a while I get people turning it in and their charts don't look like the pictures, and so I'm thinking they may not see the solution pictures. Over here in the overview sheet is basically where you're going to be putting all your charts. Notice I say solution picture below. You got to scroll pretty far down. There are all the different charts you're creating, a couple stock charts, 5-day stock charts, and this is what they should look like. One point to make sure you have the years and the labels. I don't want to see series 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3 right here. That's one of the mistakes. So as you're watching my videos, I emphasize selecting those labels. So make sure your charts look like these before you turn in your work, and then you probably got all 40 points. So that's it. There's a test next week. If I go to the schedule, I'm going to be posting an announcement here right after this video that talks about when the test times are. And I've also scheduled the test times for this week, also week 8. So I will post them just to let you know it's on Wednesday. I have 2 times, one during the day and one at night. The day one's at 12:45 and the night one's from 5 to 7. So I will post that in announcements, but I think that's it. Have a good week, and if you have any questions, don't forget to post them into the discussion board.